at noon on Wave 91.7 FM Port Harcourt. First the top stories. APC governorship candidate buys party nomination and expression of interest funds for 50 million naira. President Bola Tinubu launches 2027 re-election bid by purchasing APC funds. Rivers State Governor sets January 2027 deadline for completion of new Creek Road Market project in Old Port Harcourt town. And on the foreign scene, British King emphasized the importance of NATO and other alliances with the US. I am Adekunle Adejumo with the details shortly. Some residents and traders at the Ikoku axis of Port Harcourt are counting their losses following a rainstorm that destroyed some properties in the area. Our correspondent gathered that the storm pushed down 2 billboards that damaged some properties in the area. We will bring you more reports in our subsequent bulletin. Now elsewhere, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says the new Creek Road project market in Old Port Harcourt City will be completed before its January 2027 delivery deadline. The governor gave the assurance on Tuesday during an inspection of the ongoing construction work at the site, expressing satisfaction with the pace of the work.
Here to see for myself the extent of work that's ongoing, and I feel very happy that they are doing a very good job. They just informed me that the market is divided into 2 sections, the section A and the section B and section C. The A is the one we just saw here. B section is the other side which they will start commence, while the C section is the one that they discovered that it was a borrow pit, and you can't build on top of borrow pits, so we had to do evacuation and filling. Once those things are done, the other part of the section of the market will also commence. They even assured me that the timeline I gave to them between now and January, that they're going to deliver the market fully for people to use.
Governor Fubara said the new market is designed to provide a proper trading environment for roadside traders and pave the way for the construction of internal roads within the area.
You are aware that we did promise our people in town that all the roads in town will be fixed. But we had a very serious issue because of the critical section of the town road, because of not having adequate markets or to accommodate the traders. They extended into the road, and because of that it became a serious issue for our construction work. So we decided that for us to deliver a better project, more especially in town, we must embark on building a better and comfortable market for our people.
Correspondent Chiwenduwani reports that a contract for the market construction was awarded in January 2026. Elsewhere, the Bile people in Degema local government area of Rivers State are worried over the persistent oil and gas environmental crisis that has ravaged them in the last 6 months. Some of the leaders of the community and civil society who spoke at a news conference in Port Harcourt organized by Social Action called for the release of the results of various scientific assessments done in Bile. Speaking on behalf of the Bile Kingdom, the chairman of Bile Kingdom Council of Traditional Rulers, Chief Benef Okoye Dokubo, said the people required immediate actions to stop the community from going into extinction.
We want to quickly unravel that the magnitude of the crisis being faced by the people of Bile Kingdom, both old and young, is more than what the money can cover, even as a palliative measure. Government at all levels owe it a duty to us to put in place all measures to ensure the crisis does not escalate beyond what we are already experiencing today.
Similarly, the secretary of the Bile Chiefs of Council, Luckyman Egile, the president of the Bile Kingdom Youth Council, Amoso Miebaka, Social Action Head of Operations, Peter Mazi, and Kentabe Eberado of Friends of the Earth Nigeria spoke on the matter.
We challenge the Nigerian government to act decisively and transparently. The duty to protect citizens' right to life, health, and a safe environment is not optional, it is fundamental. This moment is critical. Failure to act swiftly and effectively risks escalation into a widespread health crisis different places, but there's one thing about that job, he is a corporate. And it's a demand for urgent action. The voice of delay have been heard today. The evidence is now public. What remains is the courage and the commitment to act.
Also, the Research Justice, Democracy and Governance Manager of the Social Action, Dr. Prince Edebo, decried what he described as the conspiracy of silence with little or no action to stop the environmental and health crises faced by the Bile people.
What is happening in Bile Kingdom is not an isolated environmental anomaly. It is a growing disaster. Gas bubbling in water sources, including wells that sustain daily life, signals a dangerous convergence of environmental contamination, public health exposure, and livelihood collapse. With a significant proportion of community water sources affected, residents are exposed through drinking, skin contact, and inhalation. This is a public safety emergency.
Our correspondent, Iwa Rombo, reports that Social Action also launched a report of its scientific research and investigation of the level of environmental damage faced by the Bile people, as well as a 5-minute documentary calling for help for the people. Moving on, the security forces in Rivers State said the manhunt for the abductors of OSPAC leader Collins Oharumu in Ikwere local government area is still on. The security team comprised the police, the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, as well as members of OSPAC vigilante outfit. The security operatives stormed the Ipo Forest, formerly known as Rubber Estate, a land boundary between Ipo community in Ikwere and Abara community in Eche local government areas. The security agents said they were in search of criminal remnants who were dislodged 2 weeks ago after the kidnap of Oharumu. In an interview with newsmen, the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, CP Olubenga Adejumo, said the joint task force moved into Ipo following supposed misinformation of herdsmen residing in the forest with solar panels and boreholes. In the meantime, the CP said all security operatives in the local government area were working with police to secure the people. Adejumo said the operatives were trained on how to go about detecting crime in compliance with the administration of criminal justice system. However, the police boss said the vigilante groups should not arrest suspects or criminals without working with the police, who would direct them on the crime correction. Moving on, former All Progressives Congress APC governorship candidate Pastor Tonyiko has brought the party's nomination and expression of interest form for 50 million naira. Tonyiko purchased the form yesterday in Abuja, renewing his bid to emerge as governor in 2027. Recall that Cole came second in the 2023 election behind Siminalayi Fubara, who ran on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. Away from Rivers State, President Bola Tinubu has launched his 2027 re-election bid by purchasing the All Progressives Congress APC presidential nomination and expression of interest forms. President Tinubu's loyalists and supporters group paid 100 million naira in Abuja on his behalf, while the president was represented by James Faleke of the Ikeja Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. Faleke, who serves as a leading figure in the Tinubu support group, received the form presented by the APC National Organizing Secretary, Suleiman Agumbo. Now, just before the break, some organizations in Rivers State have held commemorative activities to mark World Day for Safety and Health at Work. It's a global observance on April 28th every year, dedicated to prevent workplace accident and occupational diseases while promoting safe, healthy, and decent working conditions. To this end, the Chief Medical Director of Rivers State University Teaching Hospital, Professor Chizindu Aliko, spoke at the commemorative program in Port Harcourt.
Everyone, critical stakeholders in healthcare delivery. Hence, we must foster a workplace where dignity and well-being of staff are well protected, as well as patient safety. Let me be clear, safety at work is not limited to physical hazards alone. It includes psychological safety, the assurance that one can work without fear of intimidation, burnout, neglect, harassment. It includes the assurance that when the demands of the job weigh heavily, the system can also respond with care. Hence, the need to celebrate
Professor Aliko, who spoke on the theme, House Work, Let's Ensure a Safety Psychological Working Environment, called on stakeholders in the health sector to prioritize both patient care and the well-being of healthcare workers.
Working environment could not be more timely. Beyond the routines, beyond the target, beyond the long hour, how are the people who make the systems function? In healthcare delivery, we often focus on the well-being of our patients. We often focus on clinical outcomes, service delivery. As excellent, as important as all of those are, there is a fundamental truth we must pay attention. A system cannot be truly healthy if its workers are sick, if its workers are unsafe. The quality of care we provide is directly linked to the mental, emotional, and psychological well-being of those who provide such care.
Also speaking, the Deputy President of the Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria, Dr. Foreman Onoha, highlighted the need for continuous awareness and the cooperation among organizations to strengthen workplace safety standards.
The feedback coming out from that report is that we should be able to put procedures in place to manage the right procedures and procedures are not what bring down the quality. So it's really the first thing first before moving to the digital aspect. We need to make the culture and making the culture like trust for the person and the person, trust the workers and workers trust in themselves. There must be some level of transparency and governance. Process where we care for one another. There should be a system in place where whatever we intend to provide such that we can forward.
You're still listening to the news at noon on Wave 91.7 FM Port Harcourt. Up next is foreign business and other reports. To stay with us.